Right now, NBC 26 Live at 5 as we get closer to the holidays, parts of northeast Wisconsin experiencing snowfall. Plus, new developments on the future of Brendan Dassey. And the victim of an officer-involved shooting in Peshtigo identified. New tonight, it could be the end of the road for Brendan Dassey's appeal. His case was made famous in the Netflix series Making a Murderer, but a decision today reversed the call for a new trial. NBC 26's Shane Gustafson is live in the Green Bay newsroom to break it all down. Shane.
Yeah, Mo, this 70-page document explains the decision made this afternoon by the U.S. 7th Circuit Court of Appeals, with judges voting 4-3 in favor of tossing the chance for a new trial, saying Dassey's confession to the murder was voluntary. You remember a federal judge overturned the murder conviction back in 2016, saying investigators forced a confession out of Dassey, and a 3-judge panel from the 7th Circuit Court of Appeals agreed. But today's decision was made by the full court of judges, leaving any chance for a new trial up to the U.S. Supreme Court, and that's only if they decide to take the case.
I think in this case, nothing is real surprising. I'm somewhat surprised that the court did overturn the federal judge's decision as well as the decision by a 3-judge panel.
Now, Burke says a decision like this from the Court of Appeals is rare, and it normally doesn't even go to a full panel of judges. Now, Dassey has been in jail since 2005 and is serving a life sentence for the murder of Teresa Halbach. And of course, this case gained national attention after it became the storyline for the popular Netflix series Making a Murderer. Reporting live in the Green Bay newsroom, Shane Gustafson, NBC 26.
All right, thanks for that report, Shane. Happening now, our first big snowfall of the season is on its way. Many people will be seeing the snow from the comforts of their home, but others will be out making sure everyone is safe. NBC 26's Matt Jarko is live at 5 in Ashwaubenon with more. Matt.
Mo, you said it. The snow on its way. Those are the important words right now because it's not here yet. Your evening commute right now, it looks really good. We're not seeing any snowfall. The roads are going to be clear. The drive should be pretty smooth. But everybody tonight, drivers and the DPW, keeping a close eye on the roads ahead of this storm. The DPW is going to decide once the snowfall starts when the time is right to get all of those plows out and start clearing off the roads, expecting a few inches tonight, so they have their work cut out for them, but they've already done some work. They've put down brine on major bridges to try to stop snow and ice from sticking, and then throughout the snowfall they'll be attacking these roads, keeping them plowed and dropping salt as well. And DPW officials say during the storm you can help them help you.
There's a lot that those plow drivers have to operate, and on top of all that they're weaving in and out of traffic. So yeah, give them lots of room, stay behind them, just stay away from them.
And as those DPW drivers do their thing, they also say that you can do some things to help other drivers stay safe as well. The DOT says give yourself a lot of room to brake earlier than you may think, and as always, when the conditions get dicey, take it slow and steady. Keeping you connected, Matt Jarko, NBC 26.
Thank you so much, Matt. Now, with a more detailed look at what you need to know, here's meteorologist Matt Hoffman with a quick look at your first forecast. Matt.
Hey, Mo, for a lot of areas, this will be our first measurable snow. Not going to be a big snowstorm, but it will be enough that you're going to have to break out the shovels in most areas by tomorrow morning. Still dry in Green Bay, currently 27 degrees, but the snow is starting to move into some of our northwestern communities and northern communities. Temperatures are generally in the middle 20s across the area. Here's a look at the snow now starting to track into the Shawano area up through Door County. The snow will continue to overspread the area. Parts of northeast Wisconsin under a winter weather advisory that will get going at 6 p.m. and run until tomorrow morning. Most areas 1 to 4 inches. The highest amounts will be more towards the Door County area where we could see 2 to 4 inches. Much more on this storm and your weekend forecast coming up.
Thank you so much, Matt. Now to an NBC 26 follow-up. Marinette County officials have identified the man killed in yesterday's officer-involved shooting in Peshtigo. They say 35-year-old Jesse Cole Shuping of Portsmouth, Virginia, was killed by officers after he allegedly ran away from them with a handgun. Officers felt Shuping put them in danger. The name of the officers involved have not been released yet. Fitbits help let you know if you've hit your step count for the day and can help you keep track when hitting the gym. But this time, it could play a major role at the murder trial of George Birch of Green Bay. NBC 26's Max Grossfeld has the story.
Mo Birch is accused of killing 31-year-old Nicole Vanderhayden of Bellevue last May. Now, his lawyers say it wasn't Birch, but Vanderhayden's ex-boyfriend. The state argues evidence from the ex-boyfriend's Fitbit would disprove that argument. Now the court will have to decide whether that evidence is admissible. The prosecution claims it's not expert evidence and shouldn't be held to the same scrutiny. The defense argues it is, and it's unreliable.
There are multiple pending civil lawsuits claiming that Fitbit is not reliable for a variety of reasons. So in essence, the defense doesn't think the data is reliable, and we don't think that's something the jury should hear.
Also in court today, the medical examiner presented her opinion. Vander Heiden was sexually assaulted around the time of the attack. The doctor also said the victim died from either strangulation or being hit in the head. She said it's just impossible to know which injury caused the death, saying they could have happened at the same time. Reporting live, Max Grossfeld, NBC 26.
All right, Matt, thank you. Governor Walker signs a bill that makes it illegal to ask minors for sexually graphic pictures. According to the bill's sponsor, it was already illegal to get those graphic photos or videos, but not illegal to ask for them. This new law changes that. Governor Walker also signed 8 new public safety-related bills into law this morning in Mount Pleasant. 2 are supposed to make you safer on Wisconsin's roads by cutting down on drunk driving. NBC 26's Stacey Engelbretson is live in the newsroom with more. Stacey.
Mo, Governor Scott Walker says one of these newly signed laws will better hold drunk drivers accountable. The new law closes a loophole for repeat drunk drivers and some first offenders who are ordered to have ignition interlock devices installed. It makes it easier for authorities to ticket them and extend penalties if they're caught violating the order. State Senators Alberta Darling and Jim Ott authored the new law.
Our overall goal is not to have more people go to jail or be incarcerated. It's to make our roads safer.
The most recent numbers from the state show more than 28,000 people are convicted of drunk driving each year. Now, a second bill signed into law this morning allows state grant money to be used for advertising safe ride services. Reporting live in the newsroom, Stacey Engelbretson, NBC 26.
All right, thank you, Stacey. And covering America now, Southern California wildfires continue to grow as firefighters work tirelessly to contain the blazes and prevent new ones from popping up. Kristen Holmes is in Ventura County, California with the latest.
Purple is the new red in California. Officials announcing the fire weather is so extreme, they're changing their color coding system, including purple for the first time. Dry conditions and strong Santa Ana winds still fueling explosive wildfires across Southern California, including 2 new blazes firing up Thursday. One known as the Lilac Fire, about 45 miles north of San Diego.
For those who have not been currently impacted by the fire, they need to prepare as if they are going to be impacted by the fire. Where are they going to go? What are their escape routes? What is their communication to their family? What are they going to do with their pets? And do they have their vehicles loaded to go?
Meanwhile, firefighters continuing to battle fast-moving flames across Ventura and Los Angeles County, working around the clock to contain several dangerous fires.
I used to be a firefighter, and fires like this, wildfires, are just absolutely scary. You just don't know what's going to happen. They change on a whim, Mother Nature's powerful.
In Ventura County, California, I'm Kristen Holmes.
President Donald Trump has endorsed Republican candidate Roy Moore in the Alabama Senate election. Roy Moore ruling out all stops in the final days before the Alabama special election for U.S. Senate. His campaign announcing an election eve drain the swamp rally Monday night. It's not the only page Moore seems to be taking from the Trump campaign playbook. Senator Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, a familiar target. Moore, like Trump, has portrayed himself as a candidate backing the system and the GOP establishment. Minnesota governor says he'll announce his choice to fill Al Franken's Senate seat within days. Mark Dayton didn't tip his hands for reporters Friday, saying there's a number of good candidates that are available, but the governor says he will move forward with that decision quickly. Minnesota law dictates that vacant Senate seats are filled by gubernatorial appointment. Senator Franken, of course, announced his resignation on Thursday.
I want somebody a great United States Senator from Minnesota, and there are a number of people who fit that bill.
And by state law, Minnesota will have a special election in 2018 to decide who will fill out the remainder of Franken's Senate term that runs until 2020. After the break, as parts of northeast Wisconsin experience snowfall, we'll have more on what you need to know as you head outdoors for this weekend. Plus, with Christmas coming up in just a few weeks, community members are teaming up to help those in need. Welcome back. Meteorologist Matt Hoffman joins us now. We're not only the only ones getting snow, apparently it's all around the country.
Yeah, down south they're getting it as well.
Yeah, here's some video from down south in Texas. Much of Houston getting hit.
Yeah, the stretch of cold, wet weather in the southeast Texas area culminated with sleet pellets and snowflakes mixed in with the raindrops. This rare winter ice caused problems for some drivers trying to maneuver the slick roads. The snow was welcomed by children as parents cleared their vehicles and handed out snowballs at school. As the period of wet weather comes to an end this morning, temperatures are expected to drop into the mid-30s across the area. And the snow is now spreading off to the east, now impacting areas like Alabama, over towards the Atlanta area, and then up to the mid-Atlantic where we have winter weather advisories and winter storm warnings. So this area as well seeing the snow, and you can see it on our Storm Shield radar. Will have big impacts for areas down to the south and east, and also creating some travel delays as well if you do have travel plans for this weekend, especially tonight through tomorrow off to the east and southeast. But for us, we are tracking our own snow, now starting to work into northeast Wisconsin, just to the northwest of Green Bay, snowing in the Shawano area up towards Marinette and also through Door County. More snow will continue to overwork the area as we go through the next few hours. Winter weather advisories out for a chunk of northeast Wisconsin, where we do have the potential locally of seeing 2 to 4 inches of snow, mainly up to the north and east. Door County, Kewaunee County, parts of Brown, as well as Oconto and Marinette County stand the best chance at getting to that 2 to 4 inch window. This winter weather advisory does start at 6 p.m. Road conditions will go downhill as we go through the evening hours. At times, they could be a little bit bad in spots, especially for those untreated roads, and still on the poor side tomorrow morning because winds will kick up, and that's going to lead to a little bit of blowing snow. So still could run into some slick spots. Should see some big improvements as we head on into your Saturday afternoon. Currently 27 degrees right now in Green Bay. We have a wind chill at 20 degrees. Dry right now, but that snow is tracking in. Dry as well in the Appleton area, 25 degrees the current temperature on College Avenue. Here's a look at Storm Shield radar once again. That snow now starting to track into northeast Wisconsin. Fairly light to moderate snow. We're starting to see that move in through the Shawano area, and again just to the west and north of Green Bay, starting to see the snow in Oconto and Sturgeon Bay. Now we have temperatures generally in the 20s right now, middle 20s, so looking like a dry and powdery snow. So this shouldn't be too bad to shovel tomorrow morning. And we're not going to pick up a ton. Most areas will range between about 1 to 4 inches. Again, those higher amounts will be more off to the north and east. Temperatures right now in the middle 20s across northeast Wisconsin. A little bit of a breeze in spots. That's dropping wind chills into the upper teens to lower 20s. But as winds pick up tomorrow morning, those wind chills will drop down into single digits. Winds will pick up late tonight into tomorrow morning. That's what's going to lead to that blowing snow chance. Here's a look at SkyCast. So snow works on this evening. If you are having plans to go out and about, we have the Winter Wine and Beer Walk going on in Green Bay. Also the Winter Jubilee as well. You're going to have some problems out there. Roads will be slick in spots, so give yourself some extra time. And then notice how the snow kind of lingers, especially towards Door County and Kewaunee County and parts of the area into tomorrow morning. Finally, we should see it wrap up through the morning hours, and we'll see some breaks of sunshine. Windy and colder tomorrow. Highs will be generally in the middle 20s. As far as snowfall amounts, areas up to the north and east, best chance at around 2 to 4 inches. Widespread swath, though, of 1 to 2 inches across northeast Wisconsin. So not a big event, but enough to definitely cause a few issues out there with driving mainly tonight. This little clipper system will work on through keeping things on the colder side, but notice the warmer air to the west. We do have a warm up in store for this weekend. Tomorrow, just cold and windy. Temperatures do start to rise as we head on into Sunday. Tomorrow, if you are going to head to the Winter Jubilee, it does look drier, but it will be much colder. Also, we have the Festival of Lights at Lambeau, and we're looking at temperatures generally dipping down into the teens by the start of that. 20 degrees tonight, snow likely tomorrow. That snow wraps up, windy and on the colder side. Here's your extended forecast. After we get past the weekend, another chance at some accumulating snow coming up on Monday. And of course, we'll have an update coming up tonight at 6 and 10 on the snow.
The good thing is this is a sign that Christmas is coming shortly.
That's right, sign of the holidays for sure.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you, Matt. All right, and after the break, it's the holiday season, and members of the Northeast Wisconsin community are helping out those in need. Check it out right after the break. Welcome back. It's another opportunity to make a difference this holiday season. Tomorrow, Shopko is matching all Toys for Tots donations made to its Bay Park Square Mall location. All toys will go to children in need during this Christmas.
ShopGo provides the stuff that counts, and it's really, we're really proud to partner with the Marines and the Toys for Tots drive to give back to the community, especially this time of year.
And the donation match is tomorrow from 10 to 2. And the Green Bay Metro Fire Department stopped by NBC 26 today to pick up your donations for the Gifts for Teens drive. The firefighters also holding parades to collect donations and raise awareness for the event.
The community's been great. Everybody that's come out, it's been just a very positive reception from everybody, and it's kind of adding to their Christmas cheer.
And also they'll have parades tonight and Monday ahead of the official Gifts for Teens drive with NBC 26 at the Bay Park Square Mall Shopko store next Tuesday. Plus, having trouble picking out a present for a loved one or friend? Here's some ideas for you coming up right after the break. Welcome back. Spending time with family, shopping, and decorations, all part of Christmas, but you can't leave out the movies. From December 8th to 14th, Marcus Theaters will be showing holiday classics for $5. Pretty good selection here as well. Christmas Vacation, A Christmas Story, and White Christmas. With more and more people shopping online, there are even more ways to save and click before you buy. Invisible Hand tracks prices at 11,000 online stores, and it will notify you to let you see whether an item you're keeping an eye on is cheaper elsewhere. And Invisible Hand is a browser extension that can be downloaded from its website. So if you're still out of ideas on what present to buy a friend or even a family member, try this one out. How about Packers wide receivers Randall Cobb's cookbook? Previa gets cooking with Cobb, Randall's favorite kid-friendly recipes. It's a book filled with healthy recipes as well as families to have fun cooking together. Also, injuring mounting on the defensive side of the ball for the Packers. How Green Bay plans to deal with that problem heading into Cleveland. That's coming up next in sports.